Hi, I'm Komal Shah. I'm a conscious educator and the author of Bringing Consciousness to Education, a book on reimagining the education system by shifting outdated educational paradigms and integrating consciousness in the classroom. In my book, Bringing Consciousness to Education, I cover the current educational system and the outdated paradigm, numerous consciousness components, and how it can make an impact on students, and lastly, how we can actually integrate consciousness in the classroom. When I was a public school teacher for 5 years, I was really frustrated with the system's focus on how they measured success. Good grades, and high test scores. When I was in the classroom, I looked at my students and I know that they needed more space to explore their curiosity, their playful spirit, their innate gifts. It was in that moment that I realized that I was not teaching my students holistically, meaning I didn't really teach them what it meant to truly be successful in life. I believe that the education system has more to offer our students than good grades and college acceptance rates. I believe that we can instead have a system that cultivates the holistic child, the mind, body, and spirit connection. That educational reform is necessary, welcomed by parents, and can have an impact on our students. If we were going to shift this paradigm and have more consciousness, then maybe we can cultivate children who become thriving and fulfilled adults in our society. As Sadhguru, an Indian yogi and author, once said, "Let's raise our children towards consciousness rather than college." Aside from my own personal experiences, I've included stories and recommendations from 70 plus alternative education leaders, thinkers, parents, and community members. These leading thinkers share stories such as J.C. Das, the founder of Good Luck Yogi, who really struggled in school as a child. He was that student who sat in the back of the classroom, super uninterested and unengaged with what was being taught. It wasn't until he went to music school that he felt alive, engaged, and empowered. It was in that moment he realized he was a passionate student. He was just learning things that were irrelevant to him. JC's story really makes us think about the content that we are teaching our students. And if there's a better way, we can engage them with their unique interests so that way they can discover what it means to truly live a fulfilled life. Education is a uniting force, and it will take all of us to change it for the better. We are the voices advocating for a more rich and impactful holistic educational experience for both the current and the future student. We may think that the system is good enough for now, but good enough may not develop children who will become fulfilled, empowered, and thriving adults in our society, something that we all wish for them. This will take a change, a new approach. It will take reimagining schools by shifting an outdated paradigm and integrating consciousness in the classroom. Education is universal, and I believe everyone can connect with the story in this book. But I think you can definitely find this book helpful or thought-provoking if you are an educational leader who is frustrated with the current system and aspires for educational reform. If you are a teacher who is burnt out by the hyper-focus on academic achievement and has a desire to teach students about what it means to truly live a successful life. Or if you're a parent who has seen or is continuing to see your child lose a love of learning and is curious if there is another way. I'm Komal Shah, the author of Bringing Consciousness to Education.